And guys, our second semifinal matchup for tonight's one-night #1 contender tournament sees the debuting Richard Holliday, who sure as hell didn't make any fans here in Cornwall, taking on one of the most popular stars in Seaway Valley Wrestling, hardcore Channing Decker.
I don't know, Adam B. I like Richard Holliday. I like that he is to the point. He likes to say A. He refers to Tim Hortons as liquid gold. I think we're pretty lucky because Richard is here just in time for the holidays. What a present for us all.
I mean, you're also a fan of Brad Alexis, so I don't value your taste very much here in wrestlers. Holliday here having some words with Canadian fans, but he is excited for his Canadian debut here. I know that well. It's a very... Boo! Decker's had a lot of matches in the States as well, so this kind of cross-border superstar that he is. I saw him in a few matches at AEW as well. Pretty hardcore, always a favorite when he comes over here.
Richard Holliday trying to correct us all. Trying to.
Richard Holliday, a big international star in his own words. He is from MLW as well as GCW and has wrestled the likes of Jake Hager as well as Matt Cardona. So some big names on the roster there. He's looking to add a victory against Channing Decker to an already impressive list.
I mean, going toe-to-toe with the likes of the Indie God, that's certainly a feather in the cap, but Channing Decker considers Cornwall, Seaway Valley almost like a second, third home, you know, proud resident of Greektown over in Toronto. You know, guys, I've called plenty of Channing Decker matches in my time, and he's not afraid whatsoever about international exposure, experience of his opponent. He will bring the fight, whoever you are.
Well, Holliday too. He's got a lot of acclaim being part of the dynasty. Partners like Alexander Hammerstone and MJF, who've gone on to big things as well. Can he fare as well as a singles wrestler? Getting out of the shadow, perhaps, of two of the more established members of the dynasty. I know he'd probably hate to hear that, but it is a question on a lot of people's minds. And a win here at Seaway Valley Wrestling would up his stock for sure.
I mean, this guy has conquered opponents. He's conquered health problems. I mean, he's a tough customer inside and outside of the ring, but like I said, definitely didn't make any fans whatsoever in Cornwall. Channing Decker bringing an oldie but a goodie, the classic 10 punch in the corner with some flip, flop, and fly.
Well, in his debut here tonight, we have the crowd chanting USA, but in his debut here tonight, Richard Holliday actually has a very unique experience. It's not often in your first match in Canada that you have the opportunity to compete in a tournament and potentially compete for a #1 contendership for the Seaway Valley Heavyweight Championship. Earlier in the match, I actually saw Richard Holliday making the belt motion. You know, even though it's his first time here, he's competing for that belt. He wants to best Decker here. He wants to screw over this Cornwall crowd from their hometown hero, and he wants to face Aiden Prince in the final to go on to face the winner tonight of the champion McCray Martin and the competitor Reverso, Dan Paisano.
I mean, a tournament like this, one night, we talk about having to do double duty. You gotta set a pace, you gotta get out of there quick. Richard Holliday, Channing Decker taking some time, feeling each other out, but now turning it up with these hard strikes. Holliday keeping Decker in the corner for now.
And I'll give Holliday a little bit of the strength advantage here. Look at a chop and look at a punch like that. One night he can make himself a name here at Seaway Valley Wrestling with 2 wins over big opponents. He was known as the most inspirational wrestler, like last year, 2022, came out with his cancer diagnosis like you were talking about, Adam. Beat that and is back in a wrestling ring when he thought he would never come back and compete. Inspirational for sure. I'm looking forward here, though. Channing Decker, when it was announced, it was a big matchup for him, and I think these two kind of go toe-to-toe very, very well. Similar strengths, similar physiques.
White Bronco looking to put his foot on the gas, follows Holliday out to the apron. This is never good for an opponent or Decker himself.
And while Channing Decker has had a lot of success everywhere he goes. Channing Decker has never held the Seaway Valley Wrestling Championship. He has challenged for it before, as has Aiden Prince. Aiden Prince held the title. And Junior Benito has always been in the conversation. So now we have 3 men and Richard Holliday, who he's a brand new member to this conversation. Channing Decker has already challenged for the title. You know, we have Aiden Prince, who is already the champion. What would it mean for Richard Holliday to come in as the man who's never been in that title picture to come and take it? But right now we have Decker ready to take Holliday to the outside. And Decker firmly has the crowd here in Cornwall. He is, as you said, Adam B., like a hometown hero. He considers this place, Cornwall, to be a second home for him in wrestling.
Controlling things on the outside. He set it up perfectly with the Jerry leg drop. Hit Holliday with it. Holliday catching the apron on his way down. Decker followed up with the clothesline.
All these kids are going to be on the naughty list, Adam.
I don't know. I mean, Richard Holliday, definitely not a nice man in his own right.
I mean, he smacked him on the behind there. Who does that?
Junior Benito does that, but definitely not our fans here at Seaway Valley joining in the fun. Channing Decker has Holliday in the seats right in front of us, pummeling him with those strikes. Crowd's always raring to go for number 10, but Channing letting a fan take the shot in the selects hat, sporting local hockey.
Referee Will making his Seaway debut as well, trying to get the action back into the ring as Channing Decker and the fans were all over Richard Holliday.
Pretty hardcore. Has already busted out a few aerial maneuvers and now going to the top. I think he was going for an Arabian face buster there. Homage to one of his favorites, Sabu. He's already busted out an RVD leg drop. He's got a lot of tributes to some of the ECW legends and originals, but brings his own spin to his offense as well. Gets thrown up a Holliday, and his knee got twisted a little bit too.
That bottom rope dangerously loose, guys. Decker.
Some of the other ropes coming a little bit loose too, Adam B. I think we might need a little refresher here from some of the ring crew after.
Launched himself over. Decker.
Hooks the leg, almost.
No.
And Decker almost went on to the finals here.
Well, in this Krampus Brawl, looks like we're going to have to call in Mrs. Claus with her superior sewing skills, maybe rig up some of these ropes. But Channing Decker here looking to finish off this match strong. Channing Decker looking to put away Holloway and move on to face Aiden Prince in that #1 contendership. Decker on the ropes here, precarious position. Richard Holliday, though, stumbling to his feet, knocking Decker off the ropes and off balance.
I mean,
Ladies and gentlemen,
dirty.
that Cracker Suite.
It's dirty, but, you know, it's good underhanded ring intelligence from Richard Holliday. Now, the Nutcracker Suite, that'd be another ECW tribute maneuver, but we already saw it earlier, so.
I was thinking that, too. R.I.P. balls.
I mean, forget ECW, yeah.
Oh, we were doing the Holiday puns, too. And now, one went ECW, the other one's going a little bit of Jim Crockett Promotions here with the Garvin stomps. Holiday a bit of the throwback to some of those 70s and 80s era wrestlers as well.
Well, Richard Holliday, I think it might be the 5th day of Christmas, as my true love gave to me 5 kicks to Channing Decker as he was grounded, following up with throwing Decker into the corner. And Richard Holliday is having some pretty happy holidays, but these people in Cornwall are not having such a good holiday here, with Richard stomping on the fingers of Decker, and Decker caught up in the ropes, maybe like some Christmas lights, honestly.
Decker in trouble. Holliday has just been pummeling him for several minutes, but now trying to rally as Decker comes right to the body of Holliday, now going upstairs.
As you said earlier, Dr. Bob, both of these men very equally power matched here in the center of the ring, getting ready for some power, but Holliday, with that ring awareness we talked about, maybe a little sneaky, but is definitely in control. Cover here from Holliday, too. Decker just kicking out as Richard Holliday thought that he might be signing his ticket to the next round with that.
Decker was going to set up possibly for the White Bronco lariat. Holliday able to use the hair to get back into the advantage.
Holliday here looking to set up Decker, maybe looking for the 1980 here. Richard Holliday putting some torture on Channing Decker. Richard Holliday. Signed, sealed, and delivered. No!
Oh, somebody's not getting Secret Santa present later.
Well, look at this. Holliday immediately follows up with a headlock hold onto Decker after he slammed him with the rack.
And that's right, folks. Boo SA chants. He deserves it. He deserves it. He trashed out Canada. Richard Holliday. I like that, though. After the rack bomb here, he continued on with his offense and grinding down Channing Decker, who is, however, getting that second win here. Perhaps going to break the side headlock with these elbows. Powering up. Headbutt. Both feeling it, but creates some separation. That's exactly what he needed. Combo kick right into the jaw.
Now going New Japan is Channing Decker. Sends Holliday forward. Decker almost lost his footing, but able to recover.
Oh, and a crossbody goes to the pin, hooks the leg. Almost. Decker has had some big fights here in Seaway previously, but have never fought twice in one night. He's gonna have a lot of stamina, perseverance, dedication to continue on.
And you have to think, Dr. Bob, both of these men have been really putting it out there on the line. Junior versus Aiden earlier, while it was a hard-hitting match, did not really have quite the impact and the slugfest of these two men. These men also, unfortunately, have the misfortune. That's a cutter right there from Holliday. Looks like he is going to set up Decker, but Decker reverses. Decker
Underhooks the arms.
Decker in control, hooking the leg, setting up for a pin, two, and Richard Holliday piling out, but Decker.
Gonna look for the shout out to the hitman, setting up for a sharpshooter.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got the gear. Bret the Hitman Hart in the building with Channing Decker.
Holliday's got the three options: fight out, pass out, or tap out.
Decker with that ring awareness on Holliday, keeping him close into the center, away from the ropes, but Holliday trying to power out, and he does. He manages to get to the ropes, and Decker must be exhausted.
Decker never really had the positioning he wanted on that. You got to sink down, keep him on the mat, but that space and the strength of Holliday was able to keep that in almost a push-up position. Got it easier to get to the ropes. And Holliday looking the worst for wear right now. He has really been worn down.
And guys, we've seen Channing Decker enough to know when he starts to get a little frustrated with his opponents, that's when the goodies start coming out. Gonna set up possibly, no, gets shoved back, almost goes into referee Will.
Almost got caught there twice.
Oh, low blow for
Holliday. Oh.
Will had no idea Holliday is gonna set him up possibly.
The 2008.
Hits it. But this is gonna be a dirty victory for Holliday.